All right, again, hopefully that looks all right. I have decided, I know originally I had something a little more grandiose planned for, if that's the word, for replaying these 2010 playoffs, but, things happen, things change, and so I think what I'm going to do is a little more like what I did last night with it. I'm just going to play the series out one at a time. Maybe as this gets further into the playoffs, I'll do a video where I'll lump a few series together and possibly even live stream it. But I mean, if no one else got anything from the video that I did last night for this, at least I enjoyed it. So I want to carry forward with this here. And in this matchup here, another I'm going to say intriguing one. Of course, I'm biased, but you have the number 2 overall seed in 2010, the San Jose Sharks, and a team in St. Louis that actually did not make the postseason that year because 8 of the top 8 Western Conference teams, well, St. Louis wasn't in that bunch. So this being the an alt playoffs and not an NHL historic replay of the playoffs, I'm just matching them up one versus 16, 2 versus 15, and so on for the first round. And I'm going to reseed the teams in each succeeding round so that the highest seeding team of the highest the team with the highest number of points in the regular season is always up against the team that finished with the lowest number of points in the regular season. So if you enter this as an underdog, you have to go through a murderer's row, like round after round after round. Really to get and St. Louis is poised to do that. If I've written this clearly enough, you can see here that the St. Louis Blues actually, as I recall, they dropped game one. San Jose, it looked like it was going to be business as usual. They were quite a contending team then. This is, of course, the trio of Thornton, Marlowe, and Heatley. Joe Pavelski, who hadn't even quite yet matured to ripen, but he did mature to ripen. Well, he did have 25 goals that season anyway. They had a fellow Newfoundlander by the name of Ryan Clough, who had a good year that year with San Jose. Offense provided by Dan Boyle in defense, a veteran Rob Blake as well. A number of good players whose names I might just for fun refer to from time to time after goals are scored. St. Louis, on the other hand, not really a powerhouse St. Louis team. Andy McDonald led the team in scoring that season, and I noticed, just giving it a cursory glance here a few minutes ago, that I think it's the top 7 scorers for St. Louis all finished within 15 points of one another. Mind you, McDonald led the team that year with 57 points, but then you had 7 players between 42 and 57 points. So, that's a pretty close spread. I think if you were to look, I'm going to say a lot more often than not at a team, you look at the top 7 scorers in the team, usually the disparity, the separation between the number 1 and the number 7 will be much higher than 15 points. So basically in St. Louis, you had a team that got their goals by committee that season. And they also had a couple of veterans, intriguing, well, one, Paul Kariya mostly, namely, and then Heath Chuck. I guess he would have hung on, if I recall, for a few more years after that. But just looking at his numbers, I'm like, it looks like a veteran to Chuck to be getting those numbers that season. St. Louis, again, some of them might have actually left St. Louis for greener pastures around the trade deadline that year. But St. Louis would have made the playoffs, had the top 16. So for certain seasons, like I know in 2019, Montreal, they finished 14th overall, and they did not make the playoffs. Well, this year's a Habs fan, they and this was the year, of course, they upset Washington in 7 and then did it to the defending Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh in 7. They finished 19th overall in the NHL that season, but they qualified for the playoffs anyway. And I remember telling people too, I'm like, look, this is unfortunate, but it's not unfair. Yeah, Montreal 14th overall, they don't make the playoffs. It's not unfair. It's unfortunate. It's not up to Bettman or the owners or anybody else to babysit the league and teams and make sure that all the divisions in both of the conferences are all evenly matched all the time. That would be impossible to do anyway. So, anyway, rant out. How to work out the likelihood of winning or losing this game. So, and I do want to show this. I want to kind of play cheer. I want to play teach. So San Jose's offense away of 29, and then St. Louis defense home is 56. And so I'm coming over here to this chart and 214. So San Jose, they will be looking for a number that adds up to 214 or lower using the green, black, and white dice. Of the 5 dice, I'm looking to the green, black, and white for that. St. Louis, on the other hand, their home offense is 25, and San Jose's away defense being 27 means St. Louis 52. So again, even at home, they're coming into this one as the slight underdog, oh so slightly there with the 211, but it certainly has not impacted them in this series where they did steal one in San Jose. Do I have that right? Oh my goodness. You know what I'm overlooking? Whoopsie daisy. Okay, so we're gonna do a live. Uh, that's right. This is in game 5. Wow. Oh, right on the ball I am. And I'm going to say because last night again, Washington, they were poised for the sweep, so it was actually game 4. Uh, but I caught it. I caught it. It's not how many mistakes you make, it's what you catch, right? So thought I had a oh goodness, a dry erase wipe. I'm gonna have to get a fresh one. I don't like not a dry erase wipe actually. These are I don't even know what these are called in North America. Here they are called moule tissue, translates to water tissue. I highly doubt they're called that in Canada or the U.S. or elsewhere. So maybe I'll just put the numbers a little lower as this whiteboard dries. And I know this is a cruddy old whiteboard. I do actually, for the record, have a few nicer whiteboards tucked away. I like this one. It's practical, and with whiteboards too. Once you start using them, they all start to look kind of old. So. Let's spare it. Anyway, so again, 2009, 2010 alt playoffs, and St. Louis, as I recall, added up to 211, and San Jose to 214. So now, actually, instead of taking the 211 and the 214 on third thought, we have another chance here to see what it's going to look like with San Jose. So San Jose back at home for Game 5 has every opportunity to get back in this series, whereas I thought in the other one, I thought that Calgary was basically a gone with a long before it when I started recording. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to spoil anything. I'll just say they may not have been. But 34 offense for San Jose, 25 defense there for St. Louis. So this time I'm looking to 59. 59 comes out to a 216 there. So San Jose with the 216 here at home, a little better. And then I look to St. Louis. And the St. Louis Blues here, we have a 27 offense away. San Jose with just a 22 defense at home. Stalwart defense that season. And as well, they had a young Thomas Greiss and a veteran Evgeny Nabokov, sometimes in some channels. I think Nabokov on some other broadcasts. I'm going with Nabokov. So 49 there for St. Louis. Again, referring to the same chart, that computes to a 165. So we'll put the 165 down here. And away we go with it. Let me drop the puck here on start. Now, here's one thing, honestly, completely bloody obvious thing, but I must say that I like about this game, and I will keep the instructions nearby because, I can screw things up on a good day, and on a day like today, it's been a pretty good day today. So it has 5 dice, five of each of a different color. It's fun. I'm sorry, the big kid in me likes this. That I get to shake and roll. All 5 dice, and the different colors correspond to different things in the game. So I think that's fun. So anyway, we're gonna get things started here. Actually, we're gonna stay in the opening minute, and we get a 565 here, so it means nothing happens here early in the first period. And that's right, we were at HP Pavilion for this one. So I just want to double check there to see the arena that we were playing in. Of course, we'll go back. Should St. Louis manage to should this manage to go to a game 6, then we'll go back to Scott Trade Center in St. Louis. But so we're going to take a couple minutes off here. I see the green 3, and it's going to give me basically the green light to go and to keep on rolling here. So we're going to get 5 here off the clock. You're up to minute 5 now with a 2, but I see the 2-3, and right away that's not going to correspond to San Jose's 2-1 anyway. Though the red 4 tells me it was the San Jose chance. 7 minutes down to the first period, and again the 5. I'm just going to keep on rolling here, where we're going to get 2 more off the clock. Now we're up to minute 9. We have our first turnover situation. This is going to lead to a reverse breakaway goal. Not for St. Louis. The chance came up for St. Louis. San Jose, Dan Boyle got it the other way. He fed it up to Ryan Clough. Ryan Clough inside all alone, in on Chris Mason. And it's going to be 1-0 for the San Jose Sharks. Okay, so 1-0 your Sharks trying to battle their way back into the series. Obviously for them, off to a very disappointing start to this postseason, where again they won the first game and then dropped 3 in a row. St. Louis stole one in San Jose, and then they went back and went 2 for 2 in St. Louis. Anyway, it's 1-0 Sharks here, about 9 minutes into it. We're going to take another minute off the clock there with that blue die roll of a 2. I use the blue die to mark time, and the green 5 tells me that even though the red 6 tells me it could have been a San Jose chance, green 5 says not a good one, and also that I have fumbly fingers. And just drop that to the floor. Okay. So, we got a goal here. So 3 minutes advance in the 4. Once again, that favors San Jose, or that indicates San Jose. And with the 1-1-6, we know we got a goal. So it's 2-0 Sharks here, 14 minutes in to period 1 here in Game 5. And we're going to take 2 more off the clock now. So 13, or sorry, did I say 14 minutes in? 13 minutes in. I hope I'm marking time correctly. Anyway, so we're up to 15 now with that green 4. It's we're just going to keep going. Where we're going to get another 2 minutes off the clock now. And we get another goal. Look at this. St. Louis is... Oh, no, they haven't. They haven't. It went bar down, but it didn't cross the line. St. Louis, unfortunately... Paul Correa smashing his stick on the way back to the bench. Can't believe it. Could we go to Nashville? Anyway, no, Nashville, St. Louis. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So the St. Louis doesn't score there. Alrighty, so 3 more off the clock now. That's going to bring us to the 20th and final minute of the first period where we're not going to get anything. And we're going to go 2 minutes here into the second period where we get the green 6 and the 2 and the 3. That does mean that we have a turnover here in San Jose. It's going to be turned over. It's going to be a chance for St. Louis. We don't advance time for this chance. We're just going to roll these 3 dice. St. Louis, they had the narrow miss. And actually, and I'll show you as proof that I know what I'm doing. It's 1, 2, and 3. So the white die rolling with, so I used green, black, and white here. That ended with the 3 on the roll before. No turnover or rare event again. So it just means we're going to proceed forward here 2 minutes into period 2, where we take another minute off the clock. And we have 3. The 3 is St. Louis. You know what? 162. Just barely. So that one just barely beat Nabokov there. Maybe it was veteran Keith Tkachuk there doing the honors. Maybe David Perron got a helper on it, and Eric Brewer as well. And so it's 2-1 here for San Jose over St. Louis, where we're going up to a minute 6 now. In a minute 6, San Jose looking to get some get back immediately, and that they do here. It's going to be a 3-1 San Jose Sharks game, 6 minutes into period 2. Perhaps it's the Thornton, Marlowe, and Heatley, some combination therein, all combining on it. So we take another 2 off the clock with that blue die roll of a 3, and we're going to have a narrow miss here, 2:32. So the Sharks, bit of oohing and awing there in the crowd at HP Pavilion. 6 means that we take 4 minutes off. We advance just past the halfway point of the game. Some more turnover action here. The 1 does mean, and the 2 meaning that this will be San Jose's chance. And I don't advance time or mark a turnover or a rare event, but San Jose doesn't score on it anyway. 2, so another minute coming off the clock now. Oh, and the 2:21, that's going to be a very narrow, well, no, would have been a very narrow miss for San Jose. It is a narrow-ish miss for St. Louis here. The suffix-ish applies. Anyway, so 15. That green 4 tells me just to keep on looking here. And 2 more minutes come off the clock now, up to 17. So then 5:66, no way. So a few minutes to go here. In the second period here, 18 and 6. So again, 6:21 turnover. And I looked into the 5. We're going to have a chance here for St. Louis late in period 2. Chance to get close. And getting close is what they do. They're down only by 1. Again, remember, St. Louis looking to get this series done and over with and eliminate San Jose and not even have to go back to Scott Trade. Even their fans, I think, would forgive them for this in St. Louis should they manage to eliminate and upset. Not just eliminate, but freaking upset the Sharks here. So St. Louis would have finished, it doesn't matter, 15th overall? Yeah, 15th overall, but they did not make the playoffs. Wow. Anyway, right. That's weird, man. That's weird. I gotta stop thinking about that. So 20 and the 2:11 and with the 1, so that is that narrow miss. That is St. Louis hitting the post again. Here toward the end of 2, so they just about got 2 goals. Nabokov looking a little shaky. Grice is stretching on the bench. We're going to take 2 minutes off now, and we've got a 4:66, so nothing here into the third period. We got a nice tight one, just how I like them. I like them tight, so it's going to be 4 here and then 3:23. No way, man. Okay, we're going to stay in the same minute, though, and 3:44. No way. Okay, so up to minute 6 now, minute 6. But again, when you see that green 3, if it's not a green 1, 2, because it could, 1 could correspond to a goal, 2 could correspond to a goal, and then 6 would mean turnover. If it's a green 3, 4, or 5, I just kind of keep on going and don't look too much at anything else other than marking time. So we got 14 to go here in this 1-goal game. Could we see some sudden death? 3 here, but then again, the green 3 tells me just to roll once more here, where we take another 2 off the clock. We get another green 3. I never claimed to be the best roller. So 9 minutes to go here in the game. It is a lot more fun though to roll one's own dice to do this. Before I was using just the clicker, the ball roller, and just filling in quickly for time and convenience sake. So again, though, St. Louis is liking, San Jose rather, is liking this green 3. And we're going to get 3 minutes off the clock here, so we are up to 18. And the 2-1-1 and the 6, so San Jose is going to remove basically they will remove the tension from this game. And they're going to get a marker here at tail's end, so they are up by 2. So before there, I did a pulling the goalie thing because they were about to be eliminated. I'm not going to do that here. St. Louis is up 3-1 in the series. They could still score. Yeah, I was about to change my mind on that, but no, whoa dear. So that went out of the tray, so I'm going to roll here again, where we stay in the same minute, but nothing happens in it. And we still stay in the same minute because, again, I can't shake, rattle, and roll here. Oh, dear, one of them went out there because I tried a little more emphatically to get the numbers to turn and change. Okay, so that's into the final minute, but, again, nothing there. So I'm just going to call it. I'm going to say this is a 3-2 San Jose verdict, and the series score is now also at 3-2. So there you have the series score, 3-2, and I'm going to switch these up here, put that back to 0, obviously. Don't think St. Louis wants to spot San Jose 4 goals, nor would the Sharks even want to spot the Blues a couple. And if I recall, there was 2-14 and 2-11, and I know that San Jose has the advantage at home and on the road. So, that mistake was not all for naught. 2-1-4 there for San Jose, and we're at Scott Trade Center here, and 2-11 for St. Louis at home. And hopefully I remember to look at the correct numbers. Okay, so Game 6. This one has gone 6. And yeah, to say anything else, I guess, might spoil a certain other series. Okay, if I didn't just already with that vague comment. So, kick things off here for Game 6, where, again, much like in Game 5, we don't advance any time. So, they're at it before the opening puck drop. So, we're up to 2 now, and we get a turnover here right away. 6:53, the 6 going to St. Louis, meaning that the chance will go to San Jose here. And the Sharks don't score on it. So we continue here. We're 3 more minutes come off the clock now, up to minute 5. And nothing here in the opening handful of minutes of this one. So up to 8 now, where we get another turnover, the 6:21. Again, San Jose with a chance to go ahead early, and they don't do it. So let's see here. 10. We're up to 10 minutes. Yeah, moving 2 there with that blue die roll of 4. And 2:53 means that no. Nothing. Okay, 2 more again, 12. So this one here now, 2-11 and 2. That's going to be a goal for San Jose. The Sharks take a 1-0 lead 12 minutes into the first period. Okay, so 3, it does mean that we advance 2 more minutes again, but the green 5 says look no further. And we get another 2 here, so we're up to 16 now, and a green 3 says what the green 5 said. We stay in the same minute. There will be a turnover in this one, 6:31. Again, the turnover, San Jose making the most of the turnovers in this one, or at least they've had the advantage in turnovers. And they did make the most of it in terms of a goal to the tune of 1. So 20 minutes there. So end of the first period in 2:55. San Jose may be close-ish there late. But 2 minutes now into the second period, and San Jose, that was a 1. Even if that was a 2, it wouldn't matter. But San Jose there with the 1:22, meaning a 2-0 lead here for the Sharks. Showing that the red is rolling out low often enough as well. Okay, so we stay in the same minute, but nothing happens here. Slow minute there in the second period. Lots of whistles, play stoppages. We get up to minute 5 with nothing. And another minute advances, but with that green 4. We keep going here, 4 minutes, so we're halfway through the game now. We have a 111 and a 6, so St. Louis, rather, is finally broken through here. Maybe it was Patrick Berglund getting them on the board here. We have a 2-1 hockey game, and maybe Brad Boy's picking up a helper there. So a couple of minutes there, and the green 3 tells us that we don't get two immediate quick goals here, not in this one. We will have an immediate-ish turnover. 6:21 there with that upside down 2, and the 6 means, again, it is, almost said Washington, but it's San Jose. San Jose doesn't do anything. So couple of minutes now, 14, and the green 5. So we're going to keep going here with this one. Where we get a couple more minutes here. I guess you get 2 more often than not anyway on average, so shouldn't be too concerned about that. 4 minutes to go here in period 2, where that will actually, clear the period. Okay, another close one here. San Jose up here. They're just trying to play defensive hockey here. 3 into period 3. And the green 3 says to roll further into period 3, where we get a 6. So now we're up to 7 minutes into period 3. St. Louis not liking this. San Jose playing keep away here, trying to stall, much like their Olympic counterparts. Actually, I'm thinking of 2014 in Sochi, the keep away, the whole soccer on ice thing. So the 151 and the 6 and the 5. So what that does mean here, it's set. Did I already? Am I buying St. Louis some time? Pay attention, Patrick. Okay. Anyway, it's going to be 2. We have a 2-all game here. I'm just wondering now if that was. Did I already advance time before I look? I got excited when I saw the green 1. Should I have advanced time? I'm going to have to play the tape back. There could be some more timekeeper controversy. I assure you it's unintentional. Okay. So, let's see here. So here, 9 minutes. Nope. So 11 minutes now. And again, with the green 5, we're just going to keep going. Hope I didn't miss something there at the 9-minute mark. Goodness. Oh boy, when it rains it pours. So 13 and the 255 says that we don't have a goal here or anything. So we keep looking for one. 14, 266 again, nada. Wow, we're running out of time here. We're looking towards sudden death, but we do have a turnover here, the 645. And so I will advance time on this roll now, and I will advance time for San Jose to try to avoid sudden death. And they don't do it. And the 2, that's going to take us right to the 20-minute mark here. So I'm going to say that we have sudden death here. We have sudden death. Okay. I you know what? It's a bit warm in here. Going to have to look up how much heat is actually given off by one's gabber. And of course, me constantly moving my arm like this, like I'm, I don't know, some old school rapper or something. Oh boy, it's just a nervous fun habit. Anyway, we have sudden death here, so enough talking about any unrelated thing when we have sudden death overtime, or maybe sudden victory if you want to be a little more PC about it. But I grew up on sudden death, so I'm getting old. So here in sudden death here, 2 minutes into the OT, and 265. We had a narrow miss there for the Sharks. Oh, so overtime for like 3-on-3 and shootout, that is worked out in Martin K's, which I didn't do a well enough job in this video or the last one talking about. I don't think. Anyway, I am playing 5 Dice Hockey created by Martin K. And should you want to do regular season overtime with modern teams, he's worked out the formulas for OT and shootout, both at home and on the road. The only reason I'm not doing that here is because this is sudden death. And did I look at those dice closely enough before I picked them up? I sure hope so. I would hope that on instinct I would catch something significant. Oh, yeah, no, I said that San Jose hit a narrow, whatever. Anyway, so 3 minutes into sudden death, nothing. Which, and keep in mind here, I've really be remiss not to mention that San Jose does still face elimination here in Game 6. So we're up to 5 here now. And we have a turnover here with a 6:22 and the 2. So St. Louis with a chance to put San Jose away. Put this game and series away, and it's 163. They do it. The St. Louis Blues, I got to say, Paul Kariya scored the series winner there. I hope he was actively, technically, with the franchise at 2010 season's end. But even if not, the St. Louis Blues here have eliminated the San Jose Sharks. So that's it. There you go. Not all of these videos need to be 45 minutes long. The St. Louis Blues here. Now, you saw, even with me gabbing and getting up and opening the window and a little bit of sudden death, so St. Louis not only leads the series, St. Louis here will do this all eloquently. Yeah. Okay. Time for another dose. Uh, I was trying to make fun of myself for something I said in yesterday's video, if anyone noticed, and then that was like malaprop, I guess there that I just committed. So St. Louis ends up winning the series 4 games to 2. The number 2 overall San Jose Sharks have been eliminated from this one. St. Louis will advance. They did not make the playoffs technically in 2010. They will, however, advance to round 2. And even though this is a shorter video, they need not all be long. I mean, I could pause and quickly run set up the cards, but the next series is Chicago and Boston. So I think I will be back with that one sooner than later. That ought to be a fun one. The third overall Chicago Blackhawks the 14th overall um, against the 14th overall Boston Bruins. As I said that, I just had the thought maybe St. Louis, did they technically qualify for the playoffs then? It doesn't. A lot of Western teams did. That's all. 2010 was a good year for the Western Conference. We shall leave it at that. And anytime, anything, any consideration and whatnot that you would give to this, it is always appreciated, even if it's never really expected. So, all right, thank you, and bye for now.